It's week 1 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The action is only moments away on Sunday night.
It's been a great day of football to begin the season, and now it's time for our main event. We're off on Sunday night. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of a league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
On second down, a run with Williams. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7. Nix from the gun. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. Takes this in at the 25. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
Kid, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right? Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys.
Space on the right. He's got room. He does it. Touchdown. The Dragons don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. They'll cobble together a yard there. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll have the first down and even more. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Nix. Cut by Sutton. Still has some space inside the 35. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And the defender comes away with it. And the Dragons will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll motion Jefferson left. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Brandon Jones up for the stop. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for third down. He's got it on the bootleg. Brought in right side. Continuing to move past the 45. He could do it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown! The Dragons take a 13-0 lead. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons drive out to an early 14-0 lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Denver ready for another offensive possession. They gave one away on their first drive of the season. Now it's time to get one back with a touchdown on drive number 2. Nix with it on first. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, looks like the 30. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 31. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Where offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Cut out left. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll throw again. Nix. Complete to Mims. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season. And they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. Finds Mims. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Give to Williams from the gun. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They'll run here following the penalty. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Nix to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Corvus Wakeman on the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. This offense making its way back out now. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He lobs it up, left sideline, looking for a jump play. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. They'll toss it to Gibbs. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Has some space inside the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they play.
And he's in, touchdown! The Dragons take a 20-zip lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons push their lead to 21-zip already. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Denver set to take the field on offense. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. Caught quickly on the slant. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Nix. Pass taken in by Sutton. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. All set up now for 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they take him down right along the 30. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Still sticking with the passing game. Short pass brought in. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Hits him on the out route. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Time for our 2nd quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone. Williams has the Denver touchdown. The Broncos start to fight back with their 1st points of this game. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Broncos get it back to a 14-point game. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Dragons and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll give him a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Shotgun now for Stroud. This one taken in by Chase. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's Stroud. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Up the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Chase coming in motion right. First down, Stroud. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Takes out a one-stop, and he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
At the 13-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. This throw is caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Dragons make it a 3-possession game. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons stretch their lead to 21. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. He's going to field this at the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Broncos about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Nix from the gun. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Pat Surtain has it. And the Dragons will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And he works his way for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Another one for Gibbs. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives them the first. And we haven't even hit the break yet, but already we're looking at this likely becoming a 100-yard game for him in the very near future. and expect more to follow after that. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. The Dragons parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons continue piling onto this lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Broncos offense all set to go. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Here's Williams to start the drive. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Jared Verse on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Nix. Oh, he's out of time, and they drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up. Nix. It is cut left side. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
He spins right by him. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Dragons and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
He was covered by Drew Sanders.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. 6 yards the pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Stroud. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. The Dragons getting their punter out there. And the punt team hurries down, and they're going to stop this one at the 10-yard line. So here comes the Bronco offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing here, Nix. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. And this will come from just inside his end zone. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. The Dragons and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Japan.
48-yard line.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Stroud. This is complete to Gibbs. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Complete here to Bowers. He's got a gain of 6 there. Brandon Jones up for the stop. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw, Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Buys time, rolling right. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Offense in the hurry-up now. Now it's Stroud. Got a man, Bowers has it. And he'll go down here at the 16. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Stroud off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Caught near the goal line. And he nearly broke it for 6. He steps in at the 3-yard line. Well, so far, they've got to be pretty happy with how he's been leading their offense. It has been a great start.
And I'd hesitate to say it's only going to get better, especially if they really decide to keep running this offense through that quarterback's arm.
And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. And that makes it 2nd and goal. Throwing it again here. And they take this in for the score. The Dragons get more points to end a lopsided first half. C.J. Stroud the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dragons grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Return coming from the 6. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our 2nd half. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The home team's headed back. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stroud. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And he gets him around 6 there. Sent down by Cody Barton. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth. right behind the line of scrimmage.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. 1st and 10 from the 41. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. Nick Herbig making the play. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
On play action, here's Stroud. Throwing the out route complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st down, Stroud. That's complete to Bowers outright. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And they'll have 1st down. From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Shotgun now for Stroud. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 3. It's 3rd and 8.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has it down close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. If only every game could go like this for him, right? He's been fed targets, and it seems like he's not just been able to bring them in, but he's been making good things happen every time he gets that football.
I'm having Marvin Harrison flashbacks right now, Kate.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Dragons grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons continue adding on to that lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. 2nd half starts with a run by Williams. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On 2nd down, it's Williams again. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought down by Jalen Carter. 3rd and just 2 to go. Design bootleg here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Their punter making his way out now. Looking to return from the 29. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. There. First and 10 from the 41. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Nick Herbig making the play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 46. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
This is ahead for about 5. Tackled by Keon right there. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Again, it's Gibbs. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Nick Herbig making the play. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. From the gun, Stroud. He has the first over the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That one gains 7. And it'll give him a first down. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. Jukes one defender. And he'll go down here at the 16. And he's certainly given us a performance worthy of these primetime lights. This is now a 100-yard game that he's put together. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This ball's cut by Bowers. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. And that completion gets him up to 400 yards in the football game. No, it's a tough mark to reach, but one that every quarterback takes pride in being able to reach, or at least challenge every so often. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And he sails that one over the end zone.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Now Stroud on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. So on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is. After the field goal, they'll boot it away and put their defense back out on the field. Return coming from the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. This offense getting all set for this series. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it sets up 2nd down. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Nix. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Dragons will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Completes this one to Chase. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's the end of the 3rd. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Running it with Gibbs. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw, Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Stroud now. Forced out to his... And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Dragons throwing 6 more on the blowout. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. That's up and through for the point after. And the Dragons tack on 7 more to their lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Has this at the 6. And look at this return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Ball at the 33 for first down. Give to Williams from the gun. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Nix from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a pickup of 11. And the Broncos will have a first down. Nix looking to throw. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 39. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They'll throw again, Nix. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Straight ahead with Williams. All the way, touchdown Denver! The Broncos making the scoreboard look a touch better. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Broncos cut into the lead by another point.
Broncos 14.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Evans now to return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The home teams and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
They give to Gibbs on the option. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Here's Gibbs on the carry. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. So out now comes the punter. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game.
4th down.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. This finds Franklin. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 27. That's into the hands of Franklin. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Denver.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Nix. This is Sutton working the right side. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now Nix. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And they bring him down around the 34. They'll come up 1st and 10.
1st down, Broncos.
They are throwing it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing here, Nix. Escapes out to the left. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They're out now, ready to punt it. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. Now this is out of bounds, and what a beauty. He coffin cornered it well. They're going to mark it at the 2-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Tokyo. Dragons looking like they'll start this season with a win. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Gibbs now from the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. On second down, Robinson. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their first. 2nd and 3 now. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Less than a yard needed here on 4th. He's got it on the bootleg. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Taking a final shot at the end zone. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win.